Hey everybody, welcome. We're doing another live nickel and dime hunt. Our last hunt we found some silver, an old mercury dime, so hopefully we can get some goodies this time. Let me adjust my camera there. Hello, welcome. We're doing a quick live nickel and dime hunt. Our last hunt we found an old mercury dime from the same box, so hopefully we can get lucky this time. Hey, welcome everybody. Doing a live nickel and dime hunt. Our last hunt from the same box, we actually found a mercury dime. And before that, we got a 1961 silver dime. So, yeah, stay tuned. We'll probably find something pretty good in here. How's everybody doing this evening? Searching for silver as always. Hey everybody, welcome. Those of you just joining, we're searching for silver. We got nickels and dimes tonight. Our last hunt from the same box, we actually scored a 1936 mercury dime, so that was a pretty cool find. So hopefully we can get just as lucky on the remaining rolls that I got. How's everybody doing? Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. What's the stream about? Well, I'm going through rolls and rolls of nickels and dimes, searching for older coins, silver, and anything pre-1960. The 1964 and before, we found, or they're actually made of 90% silver. And for the nickels, 1942 to 45, they've actually contained 35% silver. So on the last stream, we found a mercury dime from 1936, which has 90% silver. So we're hoping we can find something good. Oh, thanks, Andrew. Oh, just a reminder, these 2024s, they're lower mintage than normal, and people are buying them up for about $1.50 a dime. And you can get, and people are also selling them for 15 to 20 bucks per roll online. So I know I have a small eBay store and I've been selling them because I actually found a whole brand new box of them. So yeah, for you guys who are just joining, we're hunting dimes and nickels, looking for anything 1964 and before, anything old, silver. Not seeing any silver. Usually by the, if you have silver, you can tell by the edge. Not seeing anything here on this roll. This one's a roll. Thank you guys for joining. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. Searching for older silver dimes and nickels. Our last hunt on Monday, we actually found a silver mercury dime. And sometime tonight, I'll show that to you guys. So we're going to try to breeze through these dimes. Only have a few rolls left. How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome everybody who's just joining. Yeah, in the same box, I actually got a 1936 mercury dime. So, and this is just a continuation from the hunt on Monday. So if you go back to, I made a short video about my find. It's up on my channel if you guys want to take a look. What we're looking for exactly, we're looking for anything pre-1964, which is 90% silver. I found in this box, I actually found 2 silver dimes, one 1961 and one mercury dime 1936. And I actually found a proof as well. Dimes, I don't do dimes all that often because I honestly do not have good luck with dimes. Except this is my best dime box I have ever done. I usually do nickels because I have way better finds with the nickels. And I actually doing nickels after I'm done with these dimes. And usually with those, I usually look for anything. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Looks like someone a little stamp happy. Yeah, with like I was saying with the nickels, anything pre-1960, and from 1942 to 45, the nickels were actually made of 35% silver. So, and I've also found buffalo nickels in there too. So, so I am likely to find something. Sure, I'll repeat it. So, we're hunting dimes. I don't hunt dimes all that often, but I have good luck with this box. I found a 1936 all silver mercury dime, as well as a 1961 Roosevelt dime. What's this one? I have only found one 2024 nickels. I live in Southern California. I do not see the brand new 2024 dimes. I'm sorry, 2024 nickels all that often. I've only found one in all the hunts that I do. And for the next roll, I'll switch it up and do a nickel roll. Yeah, I'll try to breeze through these really quick. So how's everybody else doing this evening? Yeah, they are very hard to find. I find way more 2024 dimes, and those are supposed to be lower mintage, but they're more common than the nickels. Thanks, Mike. Hey, Tim. Actually, I researched what that misprint. It's actually called a counter stamp. So people just stamp that. Actually, people collect those, but it's really not worth much money. But they're still kind of cool. The one looked like a guy had a pipe in his mouth. How's the family, Tim? Yeah, the 2000s, honestly, I don't come across the 2009 dimes all often. I come across at least one or two 2009 nickels every time I do the hunt. But yeah, family's good, Tim. Kids are in bed, and I will play with my coins. Wife is at work. Which one should pay most attention? Um, honestly, I found a lot already in these rolls. The 2000 the 2024s are actually selling for about maybe $1.50, $1.60 per dime online. So if you come across those in your pocket change, I'd keep them. Same with the 2009s. Anything pre 1964 is silver for the dimes. Hey James, what's going on? No silver yet. But again, I just started 15 minutes ago, working on the same box as I did on Monday. But Monday's stream, I found a 1936 Mercury dime. I made a little short about it, so if you guys want to check it out, it's on my channel. See, I just had it. See, the 2024 Ds, just so you guys know, I've actually been selling a lot of these on eBay. They're going for about $1.50 online. Just heads up. I haven't found anything good yet, but my last hunt from the same box, I found a silver mercury dime, which is pretty cool. So we only have a few rolls left of the dimes, and then we're going to move on to nickels. And I usually always have a good find with the nickels. So far, this has been a good dime box. I found 2 silver dimes and 1 1991 proof dime. So that was pretty fun. BTC, sorry. What kind of history would you like to know? Just in general overall? Oh, also, I should mention, if you come across a 1996 with a W, those ones are minted in West Point, and they're actually worth a pretty good amount of money. Well, that's interesting, Mike. That could be, if you look up grease error online, it'll give you a run through of what that actually is, and that kind of sounds like what you're describing. So important mintages, I don't have off memory, but so what I do, I grab this book. It's the red book, and it gives you all, see, I have it flipped the dimes here. It gives you all the mintages, anything to look for, and their value. So this is for silver. These are from Roosevelt, 1946. It goes all the way up to today. It also gives you all the ones for nickels, dimes, whatever. So here's ones for nickels that you can go buy. Gives you the mintages and see all the ones you should be looking out for. So, like I was mentioning earlier, in 1996, let me see if I can pull it up on the red book. 1996, we have the W, West Point. It has a very low mintage of 1.4. If you find one, it's about $20 or more. And also, there's also varying years that are supposed to have, see how this one has a D? Some of them are stamped with a P for Philadelphia. Some of them are actually missing that mint mark. And if you find one of those are going to be worth money too. Well, let me check really quick if there is a missing mint mark. Let's see. What year was that? Yeah, 1983. If you get a 1983 proof and it's missing the S, that can be worth some money. Same with 1975. 1975 dime is the one people are looking for. The 1975 proof with a no S is actually actually went up to Heritage Auctions, and somebody bid and won and got $400,000. I don't know why, but that's what those are going for. So it has to be a proof 1975S, and you can always tell the difference between a proof and a regular one. Not seeing any silver yet. What's this guy? Let's go ahead and breeze through these, and we'll get to the nickels. I find nickels more entertaining because I've always find something in nickels. So we'll breeze through these. How's everybody else doing this evening? Remember, if you have a question, let me know. I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Let's go through these very quickly. Hey, Ollie. Coin hunting, I've been doing it for maybe a year and a half. I didn't start my YouTube channel until about maybe 10 months ago. For BTC, honestly, for dimes, you're just look out for anything before 1964. It's highly unlikely that you'll find anything too rare like the 1975 proof no S. But 2009s you should look for and hang on to. 2024s hang on to, because you can resell those for way more than their face value. Yeah, I have a decent collection. Actually, just in my mailbox, just received a Morgan in 1885 silver Morgan dollar. I picked up for about $30, which is a pretty good price for that year. Yeah, hot fries, huh? What's funny is that actually I have better luck finding silver dimes at a Coinstar. Just reaching my hand out there inside the reject bin, I always find something. And the interesting thing about the Coinstars, the machine is automatically recognized to detect a certain weight for each denomination. So if it finds a dime that shouldn't weigh what it weighs, it rejects it. And that's why Coinstars reject silver dimes all the time. 1940. Are we talking dimes BTC? Or are we talking nickels? Have you ever barehanded catches a turtle? Can't say that I have. It's not something I actually think about. So BTC, for nickels, 1942 to 45, they're made of 35% silver. The dimes from that era, let me pull it up. Those are actually 42 and 43 are actually mercury dimes. They didn't make the Roosevelt dime until 1946 when they changed the style. But they were never made out of steel. You might be thinking about the 1943 wheat steel cent. That is the only year that they made a coinage out of steel, and it is magnetic. But yeah, for dimes, dimes and quarters and half dollars, anything prior to 1964 contains 90% silver. Half dollars from 65 to 70 contained 40% silver. But if you find a silver nickel, I'll make sure to point it out because we're actually doing nickels coming up. And I usually find at least one silver nickel in all my hunts. It's a pretty good ratio in my area. 2009 pennies. I mean, not really. It depends. You have to really take a good look under a microscope. There are known errors that can be worth possibly like $5 to maybe $20, but I haven't looked at those in a while. I used to do pennies for my first hunts because they're cheap and easy. But the 2009s, I mean, they're pretty cool to keep on to, but I just don't have much value. Funny Simple Life. They are worth 1 cent face value, but to a collector, and if there's an error, it can be worth more. I mean, you can get your money's worth. You're just making a lot of sense. Ha, forgive my pun. No fines in that one. We have 4 dime rolls left, and then we're going to go to nickels. Hoping we get silver in these last 4 rolls. Not looking great. We'll just breeze through these quick because you guys are probably getting bored of me not finding anything yet. Well, 1943 is an interesting year for pennies. So they all should be steel. Oh, look at that one. It's like Frankenstein right there. Yeah, should all be made out of steel. And then in 1944, they went back to the regular copper. However, in 1944, there are some that made it out into circulations that are steel, and those ones, the 1944 ones, steel pennies, have not all been accounted for, I believe, and those can be worth between 20 and 40,000. But there's also in 1943, there's only a handful known to exist in 1943 that's supposed to be made out of bronze copper. So if you find those, you got the jackpot, because those are worth 6 to 7 figures. No, I agree, Rando. Let's just breeze through these. Hey, Jack, we're looking for older coins, anything 1964 and before, which are made out of 90% silver, are worth way more than face value. And pretty soon, we'll be done with the dimes and we'll be going through some nickels. And the nickels from 1942 to 45, they have 35% silver. But we're also looking for anything pre-1960 with the nickels. Sorry, BTC. Just drumming through what's in my head. I got to get out fast, but I'll slow it down. So 1944, the year after they're supposed to stop making steel cents. Some made it out into circulation that are stamped on steel planchets in 1944, and those ones can be worth 20 to 40,000, I believe, is the price. But also, there's another one to look out for. 1943. Those are all supposed to be steel, right? But there's a handful that made it out. And those ones are copper, and those ones can fetch you 6 to 7 figures if you find them. And there's only a handful of people that have those. What is that? Not seeing any silver yet. 2025s, I have not found any yet. I've been looking my pocket change and everything. It probably takes a while to get out here to California. Come on, silver. No silver yet. All right, 2 more rolls of the dimes, and we'll be going on to nickels. That looks interesting. What is this here? What is that? No, this is 2014. Also, guys, if you look at the edge, it almost looks silverish, but it's not. There's a clad layer, but from far away, it looked kind of like a silver coin. Let's breeze through these. How's everybody else doing this evening? No silver yet. We got one more roll of dimes after this one, then we're going to do nickels. And for you guys just joining, we are looking for anything pre-1964, which contains 90% silver. We're going to do some nickels, and that I'm looking for anything pre-1960. Nothing sticking out of me here. So. Of course it gets stuck. Okay, BTC. What is this prediction? Oh, it's that prediction. Okay, I think I've heard of that one. You know, I used to get into those prediction things, but we always hear the next day. No, I never put too much stock into it, but I actually do catch myself looking at all that stuff, going down that rabbit hole every once in a while. I wouldn't be concerned. The sun's still gonna come up tomorrow. Everything's gonna be fine. Okay, we're on to nickels now. My favorite. And for everybody who is just joining the stream, we are right now. We just finished our dime hunt. We're going through nickels now, looking for anything prior to 1960. Buffalo nickels, war nickels, 2009s, 2024s. What was that one? Speaking of, look what we got. That 2024 Philadelphia. I just picked up $5 to $10 right there. Actually, I have a 2024 Denver. I do not have the 2024 Philadelphia. Thanks, Rando. Actually, it would take me a long time, PTC, for to go through a majority of the mintages. 2009s. Let me pull the book. Hold on. Okay, 2009s. So the Philadelphia minted only 39 million. Denver 46 million. Those are low mintage. The mintages for 2024 are fairly low. They're around 30 to 34 million. I'm not exactly sure the exact count. But those are the modern ones you can look for in pocket change and make a little extra money on the side. However, the older ones, you really have to, I just suggest going at Amazon, buying the Red Book. And once you do, breeze through everything. And you can find out what mintages are rare and which ones to look for. No problem. If you have any other questions, I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. Hopefully we can get some older finds than nickels. I always have better luck. Oh, look at that. 1941, speaking of. And that looks to be a San Francisco. That's a good find. What does the book say? So in current condition, you could probably sell this for about $1, but there is a variety for this one. They did make for the San Francisco a large and small date. So I found a large date. That is a known variety. Those ones you could probably fetch maybe 15, $20 for those. I mean, they don't go for much and they are more difficult to find. But yeah, 1941's, the San Francisco, large and small date. So this one's the regular small date. Only errors, that is a loaded question because I feel that every year there is potential for error, and that is when Google is your best friend. And so if you find something that looks out of the norm, I suggest just entering the date and the known errors for that date. Because, I mean, pretty much any year, you're going to find something. Like, let's see. If I find an example, I'll show you. Yeah, 1941's a good one. That's why I like hunting nickels, because you're always going to find a good older nickel. Oh, we have another 1941. Look at this one. 2 1941s in the same roll. This one does not have a mint mark, so that's out of Philadelphia. Also, an area to look on these ones. You'll find some of them. I found one that has little die chips underneath, like kind of like a raised die from the casting. So, and with these, you'll find they call it the speared buffalo, where you find like a large die chip going through the buffalo. I forgot which way it was, either that way or that way. That is a known error for these, for the 2005s. And also, want to point out, in 1975, Denver, if you find one where the D is right beneath the 5, that is a known variety. And those ones you can get a pretty good amount of money for too. I forgot the exact amount, but that is one to look for. Well, for everybody in the chat, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. Actually, pretty good shape, 1961. It's in Denver, too. I just put that one under the microscope. The mint mark, the D mint mark for Denver, it could be a repunch mint mark. I'll try to at the end show you guys, see what you think, but I'm gonna keep on that. Look at it later. So U.S. coins, not really magnetic except for the 1943 steel cent. I mean, unless you find one that was, printed on experimental planchets, but I mean, that would be extremely rare. As always, guys, thanks for joining my live stream. You have a 1928, 1912 nickel. Which one is that? Is that the shield nickel, or is that, I don't remember. Let me look at the book. I know it's not the Buffalo. Buffalo is 1913, so it would have to be, no, it's the V nickel. I'm sorry. Yeah, keep those. Those are nice. I'm almost done with this box of nickels. Just trying to breeze through it now. Only a couple finds tonight. Ooh, what is this? Oh, guys, we have a 1939. Do they have a mint mark? No. Damn, I need a 1939D. I do not. That's the oldest nickel so far. I still have yet to find a 1938. Yeah, I have a microscope. I just haven't. I've been utilizing it off camera because I'm actually using my cell phone to do the live stream tonight. Otherwise, I'd hook it up and show you guys what I'm looking at half the time. So yeah, that 1939. To look for, there is a known double die for that year. So I just scoped it. I don't see the telltale signs of the doubling under the Monticello. So doubling in here under the Monticello, you'd have to look at the microscope, but that is a known variety for the 1939s. I still have not found a 1938, and I need that for my book. To check the price and sell, you can honestly just go on eBay and see what everything's going for. Enter a date. Also, the book I mentioned, the red book, is very helpful. It will give you a rough estimate of dates and what kind of quality of the coin would it sell for. Yeah, the 30s are hard to come by. Look, we got another find here. 1958. Philadelphia. That's actually a decent date. That I believe that's a lower mintage date. 58. Yeah, they only made 17 million. This is a lower mintage date for the Philadelphia, so that is a good find. Sorry guys, we're doing a speed run. I gotta log off here pretty soon. Oh, we have an older one here. 1948. This one's a Philadelphia. So, another good find. I mean, yeah, I forgot what dates for the nickels. If you have one with full steps, those are obviously worth more. But there are certain dates where they are definitely worth far more than normal. So I forgot what dates those are. But that is something that, I'll research that. But because I honestly don't remember. So... It looks like we have another oldie, 1956. Oh, this one's out of Denver. Hey, Tim, you just coming back? Yeah. In case you missed it, Tim, we got a 1939. It's the oldest one found so far. Classic King of the Hill. You got your propane and propane accessories. All right, so this might be the last roll that we do tonight because I gotta log off pretty soon. If I breeze through this, maybe I can work in one more. Ha, thanks, PTZ. My hands are naturally rough anyway. Thanks for dropping by. All right, see you, Tim. Thanks for dropping by. Say hello to the family. Oh, we have an old find here. 1951. This one's out of Philadelphia. So, second and last roll, we got a good one here. 1951. What's up, Coyote? You came in at the last stretch here, so we're almost done with the stream. If you want to look back, our Monday stream using the same nickel and dime box, we found a 1936 Mercury dime. So that was a fun find. I made a little 5-minute video clip out of it. All right, last roll of the box. And then we are done for the evening. All right, and that's going to do it. So, thank you guys for dropping by. And I usually do this Monday and Thursdays. So, feel free to check me out. And also check out my channel. I got a bunch of videos up there. So, thanks for dropping by and watching. We'll see you guys next time.